It's time for Ernest and Edna, just a heavenly delight. They don't like drugs or alcohol, and they lean far to the right. Well, their heads are both half empty, you never know what they'll say about demons and hell, the lies liberals tell. If it needs cowbell, an old rebel yell. It's time for Ernest and Edna.
Hello, is this thing on?
Is this thing on?
What's it? Hello?
Testing.
Test 1, 2.
Hell.
Can the Lord hear us?
Damn it. Okay, I think we's on.
I think we's
on. That little red circle must mean something.
I don't know.
All right. Well, howdy do, everybody. It's been a long time since you've seen us.
It's true.
It's Ernest and Edna.
I'm Edna.
Married for 50 years.
I can't believe it.
In the Lord's America. And
It's true.
we used to be on the radio here in town. You probably remember seeing us on that that radio station here locally.
We were the only good Christian things on them dials, and then they kicked us off because they believe in Satan.
That's what it is that they believe in Satan, obviously. I'll tell you who else believes in Satan here local in town.
Who?
The Papa John's Corporation that put that poor man, John Slatterly out on the street.
It's true.
For what? For what?
For saying things in private. If I got thrown into the street for everything I said in private, Lordy B, I'd have been thrown in the street 50 years ago.
I hope you mean talking in private to me and not talking in private to somebody else.
Well,
that's all I know.
I don't know nobody else.
You know who's to blame in that whole Papa John conspiracy, though? It's Papa John's the company themselves. See, they knew that he liked to use that N-word. They knew it, right? They knew it.
They trapped him.
Because they was having a meeting to try to stop him from saying it. So, when he done said it again, all he did was what they already knew. So, they's the one who's at fault here. I think that's pretty clear, don't you?
I think that's very clear. And he giving so much money to the community. Why? How dare you?
Yes.
How dare you shut him? He bought that stadium and they done took his name off it.
I tell you what, giving money makes up for anything you done wrong.
It's true.
Anything you done wrong, you just give a little bit of money and it's okay. As long as you've done give money to some charity somewhere. If he bought a box of Girl Scout cookies,
he's fine.
Then he's fine. He did the right thing
there.
Well,
the Girl Scouts
everybody knows it.
From Satan. They believe in abortion and hating babies. So maybe if he bought a Boy Scout cookie or those things.
Well, hell no. They just sell, I think they sell popcorn or something like that. I never did.
The Lord likes popcorn. It's very wholesome.
I'd rather have them cookies. I'd rather have them cookies. I ignore them little boys.
Satan cookies. You buy the dollar store version or you don't buy nothing, Ernest.
Well, hell.
Listen. Give your money to Satan.
Let's talk about Judge Catastrophic.
Satan's got you because you can't say Kavanaugh.
I don't care what his name is. He's the one to be chosen for the Supreme Court. I think we all can agree on that. He's
the only option, and you gotta get him in there, and we picked him, so you better just accept it. We're in charge, majority rule.
I've seen both their hearings on a TV box.
On TV box.
I've seen them hearings. First of all, Dr. Ford, please. I think that's more of an honorary title she done got there.
And she's got a doctorate in coloring books and killing babies.
Yes, it's like psychology or something ridiculous, some pseudoscience like that.
Devil science, that ain't real.
So that's the first hit against her, I'd say. And then second, Judge Captain Kangaroo, Cantaloupe Breath, Cast Crimson Tide. Damn it!
Kavanaugh, Ernest.
Okay, it don't matter what his name is. Nothing matters. Not his name, not his past, especially his past. Talking about high school. Could you imagine looking all the way back to when we was in high school?
Oh, Lordy B, they done take us off the internet, too. We'd be banned from everything just for praying in schools and saying the pledge.
Exactly. I know I done things in high school that was frowned upon. Does that mean I shouldn't be on the Supreme Court, too? I mean, is that what that means?
I think it's his right to be on the Supreme Court. The Lord picked him. You liberals ain't gonna get him out just because y'all changed the rules in the last couple years and decided that ladies are important or something. We all know we're supposed to be in the kitchen.
Shut up, damn it, Jesus. I'm trying to send a message here, for Christ's sake.
You're right.
And you just yap. Damn it. Now, what was he saying?
I don't know.
something about women being important in the minds of young people?
They ain't.
Well, hell, they are important. I mean, I get my meals cooked, I get my house clean, I get my children taken care of, my grandchildren.
That's why the Lord gave me to him. I was born just to serve him when he goes out and... What are you doing, kid?
Shut up, Edna. Damn. I tell you what else. How about that? I heard so many people making fun and making criticisms about that panel, the Senate panel. You got the Chuck Grassley, you got the Senator Feinstein, you got the Orrin Hatch.
All respectable men who have served their country for a long time.
They are. They've been around for a long, long time. Now suddenly they's too old. They're too old. They need term limits, and they's too old to really get what the younger people. Let me tell you something. They've been around for a long, long time. Hell.
I mean, they tell you to respect your elders. They don't tell you to respect the idiots eating Tide Pods. There's a reason they're on the Senate, and there aren't little millennials with their skateboards and their interwebs.
Let me tell you something. Every one of them on that Senate panel was alive back when America was great. How you gonna make America great again with people who don't even know how great America was at one point?
Well, they don't have any idea what a great America could be like. They
How
only
you
know
do it?
with thugs running around
Thugs.
disrespecting the flag and disrespecting the pledge.
Wearing
and
hoodies.
Wearing hoodies are the detriment of this country.
And of course, they got a big old problem with like Senator Grassley interrupting women and interrupting Senator Feinstein. Like at that point where she's trying to introduce her, the Dr. Ford.
Dr. Ford.
Hell, when did doctors get so smart anyways? Shit, I remember when I was at the doctor for my angina, they didn't know what the hell's wrong with me.
Your what?
My angina.
What's in it?
Don't get crass, woman.
That's a man thing or if that's an everybody
It's an everybody thing.
I didn't know.
Damn it, Edna. I tell you who likes angina, Edna.
The president?
Hell yes, he loves to grab angina. He loves to just grab the angina. But no, hell, I was going to talk about Judge Kavanaugh when he was in high school. Because it don't matter what he did in high school. So if he liked women back in high school, then great. I don't know what he's into now.
He's just boys being boys. I don't understand why we expect 14-year-old boys to be respectable and
boys being boys. Hell,
boys.
He didn't know what he was doing. I mean, when he covered her mouth because she was yelling, maybe it's just because maybe she yelled a swear word or something against God, and he just wanted to say,
like,
"Don't say them words.
Don't say the Lord's name in vain.
Don't say it. Don't say the Lord's name in vain." See, gentle.
He usually yells. He does that to me when I'm talking too much too. It's just what you do, ladies. It's a part of being a lady. You just accept it.
You know who else likes angina?
Still the president?
Yes, but I was going to say Chris Christie. If it's on the buffet at Golden Corral, he likes it.
Oh, because he's fat.
He's fat. Tell you what else. I'm a little sick and tired of all the liberals trying to get old Mark Judge there as a witness. What the hell's the point? Hell, there was two of them there, right? There's two of them there at the same place doing the same thing. Why you need more than one?
Okay.
Why you need more than one? You got one.
And
hell, one of them
honestly,
wrote a memo in. That's good enough.
I don't know why all these people are judging a guy whose name is Judge. You'd think that they should know those that shall not be judged to be judged. But I've been telling you to watch that Alex Jones. You started watching it because the liberal media took it out, and he's. I swear they're gonna have chimeras everywhere. You watch
Chimera.
out.
What the hell's a chimera?
They're selling the baby parts from Planned Parenthood, and next thing you know, we're gonna have chimeras running around the whole world. They're half pig people.
Edna, damn it.
They're from Satan. They're half pig people, and they're gonna eat us all in our sleep.
Half pig people? What the hell are you talking about?
Hey, I told you need to be watching that Alex Jones. They're turning frogs gay. They're making chimeras. It's important.
Chimeras. What are chimeras again? A pig man?
A pig man that's gonna eat your babies.
I tell you who else is a chimera pig man.
Obama.
Well, that's probably a good guess, but for different reasons. No, I was going to say Chris Christie's a pig man.
Because he's fat.
He's fat.
Lordy.
I tell you what, Edna, if Judge Kavanaugh, Casanova,
Baby Lord Jesus.
Shit!
Kavanaugh, and stop saying bad words, Ernest. The Lord is not with you when you go all Satan like that.
What have I told you about screaming at me, woman? You don't scream at the man.
Because the Lord.
Because the man is made in the Lord's image, and you're just made in the image of one of Adam's ribs, okay? Let's be very... Who ate the apple, Edna? Who ate the apple, Edna?
It was me.
Well, hell, it wasn't you, but it was Eve.
Same difference. It's
means-
hold it over my head.
Just listen up here. I'm gonna digress for a second. The reason we need to get that Judge Kavanaugh up on that Supreme Court is because if he don't, not only are they going to keep selling baby parts out of the Planned Parenthood, which is what they've been doing, it's been
How
proven.
they fund it? How do you think they're getting all them monies?
But what's going to happen is liberals are going to take over, and it's going to become a socialist regime. I tell you right now, America, if Kavanaugh, if Kavanaugh, if Kavanaugh call, if kickity cuckoo clock, Kavanaugh, damn it!
Close enough.
I told you, it don't matter what his name is. He's a white man. He's a rich man. He's smart.
He's Catholic. He's of the Lord.
He done went to Yale, which means you're void of all crimes.
It's true.
He's a lawyer. He knows the law.
He knows the law. He wouldn't break it.
He wouldn't break it if he. I mean, hell, it's his job to uphold it.
It's true. All lawyers are honest people.
Everybody's saying he was lying and stuff in the middle of his hearing. He weren't lying. He knows the.
He knew what he was saying.
He took an oath on the Lord's good book, and he knows what's happened if he breaks the law.
Yeah, he's not an atheist. He ain't gonna lie on the Bible.
What he expects people to come into his courtroom and tell the truth, right?
It's true.
Well, then of course he's gonna go and tell the truth. So it's just logic.
And if we have him not there, that means we're going to go full socialist, which means all the liberals are going to make sure people like that good man, Jeff Bezos, who owns the Amazon, they're going to make sure he can't have all the money.
Jeff Bezos.
And he's the one that sold all the stuff, so he should have the money.
I know
if his workers wanted a living wage, they should go get a job somewhere else where they have more skills instead of packing boxes.
I think everybody knows that Amazon ain't meant to be a grown-up job. It's just a teenager job.
It's a teenager job, even though they're
like
open during
McDonald's
school
and
hours.
Walmart and the dollar store and Sears and JCP. These are all children's jobs.
Well,
and a teacher and firefighter. These are just children's jobs, and everybody knows it.
Yeah, radio DJs.
All child jobs. Nothing. I don't know what's an adult job. I suppose working in a factory would be an adult
Being
job.
on the Supreme Court.
Being on the Supreme
Owning
Court.
your own business.
We're all sort of headed up towards the Supreme Court. It just depends on how far we each get.
If you work hard enough and you show up to work every day, you'll get to be on the Supreme Court one day too.
Just work hard. Just work hard.
And pray to the Lord.
And
the
pray
Lord
to the
gives
Lord
those
especially.
who pray the most, the best things.
It's kind of like bucking your odds a little bit. I mean, hell, even if you're a non-believing sinner, it can't hurt to ask the Lord to help you. It's like winning the lottery. Might win a little lottery win there.
Ticket of life, if you will.
Thoughts and prayers that and then just work hard work hard, and then thoughts and prayers, and you're done.
That's it.
You're as good as on the Supreme Court. You just ain't there yet. I'll tell you how smart Jeff Bezos is, and like people who own Walmart, them is grown-up jobs.
And Walton family, yeah.
I'll tell you why they smart. Because first of all, they only pay what they have to, and the workers only make a little tiny bit. Okay, all right. Then they get some of their stuff like packaged up and put away by prisoners, people who done broke the law and sin. So they're up for grabs for corporations to get free labor.
That's true.
Right? Then once they get that free labor, they've made a whole lot of money, not having to pay their employees a living wage or nothing. This is how smart they are. And then they just tell them about benefits and whatnot. They tell them just go get some food stamps.
That's easy.
And it's taken care of. How smart is that?
Well, if they were smart, they'd be smart business owners too, but they ain't. Oh my God. If they were smart, they'd be smart business owners too.
Mm-hmm. That's what separates someone who's smart and has a grown-up job from somebody who's dumb and has a children's job.
That's easy. Just get a real job.
Tell you what, another thing I know is, Edna, and I don't want to get too sensitive here with everybody, but why did Dr. Ford wait so long to come forward anyhow? Why did she wait? If she's a doctor, shouldn't she have known that? Once you use a doctor, you was always a doctor. So she's a doctor back then, even before. She should have known how important it was to let someone know it's something terrible like that had happened to her, right?
Well, and she ain't answering the important questions, which no one seems to be asking, which is, Why was she at a party at her age?
What the hell you doing at a party?
What was she wearing? Because if she was wearing a skirt, well, I mean...
We know what that leads to.
You're asking for the devil to go up your skirt.
We know what that leads to.
It's a shame, but she should be a nice young girl. If she hadn't been a drunken whore, we wouldn't have this problem.
I know, and that Brett, he said he's just working out at friends' houses and maybe drinking a beer or two. Just minding his own business when suddenly she shows up at the door with her skirt on and being a lady of the night and just going to parties at the age of 15. It's disgusting, really. Where's her parents at? Hell.
Only young boys should be going to these parties.
He probably wasn't a party till she showed up, is what I'm trying to say.
Oh.
Hell, he was just there lifting weights and being a virgin. He said he done told the Supreme Court, Edna.
He didn't do anything anyway. He's a virgin all the way through until he got married.
Just like she's a doctor. So all his life he'd have been known he's going to be a judge, and he was a judge.
And he would have acted right because he knew he was going to be on the Supreme Court one day.
You are what you are from the moment of conception.
It's true. The Lord already picked out what you was going to be before you were a twinkle in your mama's eye.
And you knew it, and you grow up to be it.
It's true.
So he was a judge all his life.
It's true.
And here comes this girl into a party. Then she comes back 36 years later, wants to get all hoity-toity about what happened at a party. She can't remember nothing about where it was. Because where it was, listen,
I don't know
where it
I
was.
got there 30 years ago. I just know he touched me.
Where it took place, where the party was, is probably the most important fact of this whole thing.
True.
I can think of at least a dozen reasons why that's the most important. Where, and then how she got home.
Well, how
did you get home? If you can't remember how you got from point A to point B, you were never there.
Or you were too inebriated, and then it's your own fault.
Probably blackout drunk is what it was.
Well, you know, it happens when you're a young harlot.
Oh, Dr. Ford.
Doctor. Trying to judge the judge. She doesn't know what her title is. She needs a doctor.
Only one that's going to judge him is St. Peter at the pearly gates, and he's going to judge him to go right into the front row.
Because he's a Catholic boy.
He's going to be on the Supreme Court in heaven.
Now, granted, we're Presbyterian, so technically he's still going to hell.
Well,
but, I mean, we're not here to judge that harshly on other Christians.
We ain't certain about all of that, whether he is or isn't going to go to hell. Because I'm pretty sure if you have some form of God in your life, you're going to heaven. I really do. Maybe it's a different part of heaven, like the ghetto of heaven.
Yeah, they're in like
the ghetto of heaven.
They're in like the...
run by like a nasty super.
The Section 8 part of heaven. Yeah, that's where the Catholics go.
Ben Carson's going to come in here and take care of all that in heaven when he goes
that's
up
what he's there for. He's practicing now so he can treat the Catholics well when they get up there. Because they got that Pope, and it's a little questionable, and the boys, and we'll forgive them. Their boys are being boys.
I tell you who else likes to judge people.
Liberals.
Yeah, it's true. I was gonna say Roseanne, but she lost her show because of that.
Well, she just
It ain't right.
She's just taking a prescription drug that's approved by the Lord, and it can't. Satan came through the pills that time because she didn't bless him with holy water. Now she's learned better. She's gone to a rabbi. She knows better now.
Listen, I don't know about all that. Listen, she may have been prescribed Ambien by a doctor. But my whole thoughts on doctors nowadays. I don't think I ever liked doctors. I never did like doctors. Never once.
Like
I never liked Robert De Niro. I never liked what was that? LeBron James. I never liked him. I never liked Kathy Griffin. I mean, I used to watch them all.
None of those people are doctors.
I know. What I'm saying is, like all them, I'm lumping all doctors in there. I never liked doctors. Doctors were always full of shit, and I never liked them.
The language. The Lord's listening to our YouTube channel.
Okay, well, listen up. Listen up. When somebody goes against Trump or what Trump wants, they have to be out. And you got to tell them that we never liked them.
We never liked you. I never drank coffee Keurig. I never owned a Nike product.
Well, I did, but now I don't like them, and I never did.
Well, honestly,
I used to have them. I used to have them, and I used to enjoy it. But now I remember that I never liked them. That's how it works. I never liked them. So doctors, they ain't credible.
They're snake oil salesmen. We don't.
I'll tell you who is credible is Lindsey Graham. He's credible. Orrin Hatch. He's credible. Hell, Chuck Grassley or whatever the hell his name is. He's credible.
Dr. Oz is credible.
No, there ain't no doctors credible.
He's not really a doctor.
Oh, okay.
That's
well, he's okay. I always liked him.
He tells me which vitamins to buy.
I always did like him, so that's good that he's not.
And then I trust that doctor on Alex Jones. The one looks like Fabio. He's
I don't know about that, but I tell you what, I do trust Alex Jones. He's about one of the only people out there telling it like it is. So vote Judge Captain Monte, Captain Crunch, Cannoli Bar, Cavity Mouth, Constantinople,
Kavanaugh, and you can't vote for him. They do it for us. You just gotta tell your senators to do something.
Well, vote for him and pray for him, and expect him to be the next Supreme Court justice. Now, if anybody else would like to hear our take on another topic, please listen. If you want to know the reaction from a God-fearing conservative, American patriot, Trump loyalist, you just let us know what the topic is.
It's true, and if there's anything you want to ask us, you got any questions, anything you missed, leave them in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe to us, because if you ain't subscribing, you ain't seeing the Lord's message.
Amen.